This is the Casio MDV-107-1A2. It's a beautiful analog watch with a very elegant design. But something important is missing here and is breaking our hearts. Okay, hello and what's up everyone? Today we are having this beautiful Casio MDV-107-1A2 on our desk. Yes, we understand that most of you are very disappointed with the successor model of the Casio MDV-106, formerly known as the Marlin Duro. And of course, we are just as disappointed as you are that there is no longer a Marlin logo on this Casio MDV-107 model. In our opinion, this model should not be called again by the nickname Marlin Duro, although it has the same codename and design with its predecessor MDV-106. And that's been the case since Casio decided not to renew the license with Marlin. But luckily, only the Marlin logo is missing from this model. The rest are the same or even better. Of course, the first thing that Casio maintains is the unidirectional bezel, which is the main feature of this model. As you can see, this Casio MDV-107-1A2 comes with blue and black bezels that look very elegant. But one thing we found is that rotating the bezel is not as easy as we thought, especially if your hands are a little wet. It takes a little extra effort and maybe a few days to get used to it. But that is one of the purposes of the unidirectional bezel being made, to prevent it from being turned accidentally while diving. But you know, of course, our favorite part is the bezel, which is made of stainless steel, and we believe it will be very tough even for diving activities. The Casio MDV-107 model, like its predecessor, is designed to be used for diving. No wonder this model has a water resistance of up to 200 meters and of course is equipped with the unidirectional bezel. But unfortunately, the MDV-107 model is like an anticlimax to the success of its predecessor, MDV-106 Marlin Duro. The Casio MDV-106 Marlin Duro has been very successful since the release in 2011 and has been sold more than 600,000 units in worldwide. Obviously, we are a little pessimistic if the new model MDV-107 will be able to approach these sales numbers. Imagine if Casio still used the Marlin logo on this model, maybe the story would be different. But let's keep moving forward because this Casio MDV-107 is also very interesting. This is definitely an analog watch that we would recommend for under $100. Okay, before you decide to buy this Casio MDV-107, let's dive into a few details. The Casio MDV-107 has a bezel width of 44.2 mm, including the size of the crown on the right side. The size of the lug-to-lug is quite big, which is 49.5 mm. But Casio maintains a slim size for this model, which is 12.1 mm for easy use when diving. You know, the Casio MDV-107 model is definitely not an authentic model from Casio. Like most other diver watches, Casio takes the design of the world-famous diver watch, the Rolex Submariner. But because the price of the Rolex watches is very expensive, it provides an opportunity for other brands to join in on the sale of this design, of course including Casio. But make no mistake, that doesn't mean this Casio diver isn't attractive to those with a lot of money. Even one of the richest people in the world, Bill Gates, has been seen using a Casio diver MDV-106 on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And as we said before, the Casio diver MDV-106 model has even sold more than 600,000 units. Of course, Casio hopes their latest model MDV-107 gets a pretty good response too, even without the Marlin logo. Okay, wearing a Casio MDV-107 watch feels very pleasant. We can say if this is really different from all Casio watches in general. The clean and simple design make it look very elegant. But it is also slightly heavier at 92 grams due to the use of stainless steel on the bezel. For under $100, this would be a buy that can go wrong. But to be honest, we were a little disappointed with the lume on the Casio MDV-107. Not only underexposed, but the light fades very quickly. The ease of changing bands is one of the advantages of owning a Casio MDV-107. Casio designs the lug to be universal so that it can be used all bands from other brands. This is of course provides many options for us to change the mood on this watch from using standard resin band to stainless steel, leather or cloth band. Casio put on a standard black resin band which is pretty good quality in our opinion. The material is quite thick but still stretchy and comfortable when worn. And that's our review for this Casio MDV107 1A2. Although many still call it the Marlin Duro, in reality this model can only be called the MDV107 model. But even so, this Casio MDV107 can still be a very worth it purchase. This model certainly brings a lot of memories from its predecessor model MDV106. Thank you for watching this video and please subscribe to support our channel and see you on our next videos.